From day one, our mission has been to use data and doctors to open Texas in a safe and responsible way that contains the spread of COVID-19.
Texas is now entering the next phase of expanded business. Governor Greg Abbott announcing a slate of industries that can reopen in the coming days. Businesses that will be able to reopen immediately include child care facilities, massage centers, and beauty services. Youth clubs like the Scouts, Boys and Girls Clubs, and the YMCA programs can reconvene as well with new rules. KXAN's Wes Rappaport explains how the governor arrived at the rest of today's decisions.
The streets around the Texas Capitol looked as normal as they have in months as office buildings began to reopen with limited numbers Monday.
Our goal is to find ways to coexist with COVID-19 as safely as possible.
Texas bars and bowling alleys will be allowed to open doors on Friday at 25% capacity with social distancing guidelines in place, hand sanitizer available, and dancing discouraged. Restaurants can expand occupancy to 50% starting Friday.
Do everything you possibly can to continue to slow the spread. If you do that, there will be more opportunities to open up the state even more.
Abbott highlighted two key metrics he's using. First is the 7-day positive infection rate. That's the number of positive results out of the total tests over a week. A month ago, that was nearly 14%. Now, just under 5%. And he's following the hospital capacity. But Texas Democrats say the governor's analysis of the data is misleading.
Today it's clear he is simply cherry-picking the data. The governor glosses over the fact that the number of new cases reported has grown in the last 2 weeks. He glosses over the fact that the number of deaths reported tragically has increased in the last 2 weeks.
Democrats criticized the state's testing ability, which the Republican governor says has grown exponentially.
In just the first half of May, we more than doubled the number of tests that were given in all of March and April combined.
Wes Rappaport, KXAN News.
There are some exceptions. The Amarillo area is considered a hot spot right now, and the El Paso region does not have the hospital capacity for a surge in coronavirus patients. So those far west Texas and Panhandle counties here will wait until May the 29th for phase 2 to begin there. The governor said professional sports, including golf, tennis, basketball, car racing, baseball, and softball, may return on May 31st, but without in-person spectators. Youth sports and summer camps can restart in Texas on May 31st as well.
Here's a live look at the state's COVID-19 dashboard. It's where you'll find official numbers from the Department of State Health Services in real time. On the bottom left, next to the number of active cases, you will see how many Texans the state estimates have recovered. That number is a guess. Based on this formula, the agency takes the total number of confirmed cases and subtracts deaths. Then it estimates about 20% of the remaining cases required hospitalization and considers them recovered if they survive longer than 32 days. It estimates that 80% of cases did not require hospitalization and considers each of those recovered after about 2 weeks.
City of Austin still has not responded to the Attorney General's letter that called local public health orders confusing and illegal. And now several members of the City Council have sent Governor Greg Abbott a letter calling on him to give the city more flexibility in responding to the coronavirus pandemic. It cites data that allows Latino communities that shows that Latino communities are disproportionately impacted by the pandemic. It asks the Attorney General to drop lawsuits blocking paid sick leave mandates and to support local health orders. Austin City Council member Delia Garza says local leaders know their constituents the best. She says they need the ability to respond to the pandemic without being overruled.
I think it's irresponsible to announce more opening up of our economy without addressing the things that we're seeing and the outcomes that we're seeing, which are having we're seeing a very negative impact on our Latino community.
Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has said that cities need to comply with the governor's orders or face potential lawsuits.